Oof, look at that sunrise. Good morning everyone, welcome back to Slice, back to fishing vlog number 2. This time we're going to Kingfisher Trout Lake, which is in Bromyard. I believe it's, I'm not even going to butcher the geography. I know it's like near Shropshire, it's near Malvern Hills as well. But I'm just going to put a map up there so you guys can see it if you guys want to go yourselves. This was recommended to us by our friend from the last episode. And so yeah, we're gonna try it out. Hopefully it goes well. I say we, I'm going to meet up with AB and Saif. AB you've seen in the last video. Saif worked with me on other videos, so it's gonna be a lot of fun, I hope, and yeah, really looking forward to it. Even if we don't catch anything, it's mainly just for a day out. I'm wearing like layers on. I literally look like the Michelin Man right now. I've got like so many layers on right now, it's ridiculous. But gotta stay warm, and obviously we've got to stay socially distanced and stuff like that. So I've got my snood. I'll try and wear it as a mask as much as possible. I've got masks as well and stuff like that. Hopefully, it will be a good times. See you there. All right, so basically what we're gonna do is sorry. Basically what we're gonna do is, before we start, actually, AB from the last vlog and Saif is behind the camera. Do you want to show your face? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start fishing. Yeah, so I mean, it's been a few hours. We haven't caught anything, but to be honest, it's as we expected. This lake is actually really nice. I like the area, but the lake is a lot muddier than the one in Southampton. Obviously, in the one in Southampton, you can actually see the trout going about in it. But I just sort of wanted to try something a bit more local. This is only an hour away from where we live, whereas Southampton was about 3 hours to get there. So you know, I just want a bit of a local kind of thing. Yeah, to be honest, like this is only our second time fishing. The first time, the only fish that was caught was by my cousin, who actually knows what he's doing and isn't a fraud like me, so that's that, I guess. But yeah, I mean, it's a good experience. Like I said, like it's all about patience and outdoors and stuff. And you know, if you think the vlog is kind of boring at this point, don't worry, we're gonna light a fire and stuff later, so something's gonna get burnt, something's gonna get cooked, and something's gonna get eaten, I suppose. So you know, it's all good.
Yeah, if not, we'll just go Tesco, right?
No, we'll just throw Safe in the water so he can go and grab one himself.
And watch how to actually cast, because this guy doesn't do it very well. Let me show you how.
Go on, sure. So when you're casting, the person should stand on your, if you're right-handed, you should stand on your left, because you're going to cast it over your right shoulder. So you just got to be careful. Let me just wind this one up. So as you can see, he's not really putting any muscle into it, mainly because he doesn't have any, but also because you know, fly fishing is really just about like the cast itself.
It's about arm movement.
It's about the arm movement. The way that the guy in America taught me when I first did it, God, that sounds so pretentious. When I was in America, when this guy, like, he just taught me, like, you know, it's like you're putting the phone to your ear and then you're passing the phone to someone else, phone to your ear, pass it to you. So you're not throwing it, you're not throwing the line at all, you're letting the weight of the rod do the work, which is why I'm not really getting anywhere with this rod, because it's a lot lighter than my one. There exists a little hook thingy on every rod. It's very tiny. You hook onto it and then you just use the reel to tighten it, and then you can walk away with your rod, whereas if you just let it hanging, you catch onto anything and everything, and we don't want that. Oh, and the reason why it's called fly fishing is because the lure or lure?
The lure.
Lure.
Yeah.
The lure is meant to look like a fly, because like, see, the thing is, like regular fishing, like you get a hook and you get like, I don't know, a worm or like butter chicken or pakora or something like that, and you just throw it into the water and the fish likes the smell of it and eats it. But we're not in the sea, are we? We're just like fishing for trout and stuff like that. Here's a trout farm, trout lake. So the fly, this is meant to mimic a fly. You know, it's got like the colors and stuff like that. We've gone for darker colors like green. I have some. Whoa! Oh no! I got another fly. I won't use the white one, because if you look at the water, it's quite murky. You don't want it to stand out too much. You want it to be like a subtle thing. So the darker ones, the black ones, I wouldn't use the orange one in this. These are probably better for lighter waters where a lot of the light can enter, whereas a lot of light is not entering this water. So yeah, we were recommended by you called her an auntie, the lovely mum that owns this place. So yeah, that's what we're going with. But yeah, what else was I going to say? I was going to say something else as well. Yeah, so if you see the way he's like throwing it, when he casts it onto the lake, the way that the fly lands on the water, this is why you're not meant to dunk it in with a lot of power. Like the skillful fly fishers, unlike us, skillful fly fishers will like do it in a way where it literally, like it's meant to mimic a fly landing on the lake, on the water. You pull it in like abrupt motions. You let it sink, you pull it in a bit. You let it sink, you pull it, but like you don't pull it like reeling it in like you would think it would be.
As I promise, like, and even it's been a week.
When you put it in, you don't put it steady speed.
Yeah, that's it. You don't put it, you don't reel it in steadily. Like you're meant to pull it. Like that's why you do most of it by hand. You don't really use the reel that much. Yeah, mimics the fly's action. When the trout bites it, you let it go a bit so that it can like actually move away, and the friction or the the movement of it will attach the hook on a bit more. Then you can start to reel it in, and then you get the net and pick it up, and then you whoosh, and then it's time to eat. But the reason why I wanted to go out today is because, like, as you may have noticed, I haven't posted a YouTube video in 27 days, I think my app showed me, which is kind of slacking because I usually post like once a week. But I don't know, like, basically I had this really good idea of what I wanted to do for a YouTube video, and it didn't work out because of COVID and restrictions and stuff like that. So I've been kind of disappointed, and I felt like anything I posted aside from that would have been disappointing. And so out here we are on this nice little fishing trip, because sometimes you just need to get out, do something different. The first fishing vlog I did is one of my favourite videos I've ever made. So I thought, you know what, let's do another one and just get out there and fresh air and new videos and lighting a fire. Lighting a fire solves most problems outdoors. Yeah. Oh, that was a good one too. You need to get more shots of him. He's getting there.
Exactly. And the last vlog, I only got like 30 seconds.
Alright, cool. So I'll be honest, I shamelessly went to Co-op and we got some cod and potato salads and stuff like that. But you know what? You're going to be with me and us on this journey as we get better at fishing, and hopefully one day we actually will catch our own fish and cook it and eat it. So this is number 2. Maybe by vlog number 6 we'll catch fish, I don't know. But yeah, I've got some kindling here. I'm going to show you how to make a fire. We've got some dry kindling. It would be nice to use the wood off the trees, but it's just far too wet. So we've got some kindling, and I've got some big logs down here, which I'm not going to show you, you'll see later. What we're going to do is just start a basic fire. I'm also going to sharpen some of these down with my little knife. And we're going to just poke into the ground, put a grill on top, and grill up some cod. So yeah, let's talk you through it. Cool. So like the way I think a fire should basically go is that you should start small and get bigger. So we're starting with a base here, just to raise it off the ground. Basically, we've got these sort of the birch bark that Saif found and peeled off for us, doing his hard work for the day. And I'm going to create like a little basic pyramid just pointing off the top. And what we want is that the birch is going to be our fire-like starter. It's going to light onto this kindling. The kindling is going to burn quickly, and as the kindling burns, we're going to build it bigger and bigger with kindling. We're going to put some wood on top, and that's hopefully going to hold our flame enough to grill us some nice cod pieces. So if I just light up the corner for you here, it should do the job. And I'm just going to introduce a little bit of oxygen to it. Not too much, because right now the flame's too small. But just enough that it helps that fire triangle, which is oxygen, heat and fuel. We've got the fuel, which is burning, which is the birch and the wood. We've got the heat, which is this fire. Now the oxygen needs to be introduced a bit more, just promoting that airflow. And now it's starting to burn. As it burns onto the next piece, we'll add another piece. I'm just going to blow it from this direction. That's the thing with a fire, you see it almost died out, but a fire will never truly die out. You just got to keep on persisting with it, and it will just catch up again. Next piece goes on. This is the bigger piece. Now we really just got to hope that this catches on. As soon as this catches on, then we're laughing. You know, we've taken the small flame into a proper flame. And this is the hardest part. Actually lighting the fire is the hardest part. Once you've lit it, you can keep adding fuel and it will burn for, however long you want it to. And you can see it's just starting to catch on to that now, which is great. It means I can now add another piece to it. You don't want to add too many pieces at once, because then you'll smother the fire and then it'll have no oxygen to burn through. Not to burn through, but to burn with. Add another piece. And another, because now it's starting to really pick up heat. and we can just really build it up and let that burn through nicely. And if you're wondering why like I'm just burning it straight onto the floor, normally I would say burn it onto a rock, but the reason why I'm burning it onto the floor is because the floor is so cold and wet. There's no risk of it spreading and turning into fire. But of course, if you were doing this on like a dry ground, you really have to put something down like a stone or something like that that's fireproof and wouldn't burn. You see, the more I blow on it, the more it's gonna burn. Like theoretically, and we have done this before, you take a leaf blower and you just pump it right in the middle and it will just blow so much life into the fire. The fire will burn as quickly as there's wind. That's why like where there's a wind, like with forest fires and stuff, where a wind blows, like it will just go crazy. Whereas now when the air is quite still, the fire will just burn. But as soon as I introduce some wind, some oxygen, more air into it, it will just burn through that wood so quickly. And I want this wood to burn pretty quickly because I want it to build up some ferocious heat, so that when we add the logs onto it, it can withstand that heat. Because if you see the logs now, I'm going to start bringing them out. It's big. You know, this is a big log. It should be more than enough to cook 4 little pieces of cod. But yeah, let's just get it out if we can. Oh, is that another excuse to use my knife? It seems like it is. There we go. So now what I'm going to do is take this big log and we're just going to lean it on one side so that it can like sort of catch fire. You don't want to, I don't want to smother it, and I want it to just kind of like really absorb that heat, because like the kindling on its own isn't going to do anything. But once this wood is nice and like, you know, charred, we can spread this fire open and yeah, we're laughing, you know. So I'm just turning this log, just trying to get it to burn nice and evenly, because we want it to become nice and charred and whatnot. I see, because we're just using the embers to cook. We're not really cooking with. We're not really cooking. Can you even see me? We're not really cooking with fire. Cooking with the embers that come off it. The fire will give it a smoky flavour. So we just want to heat it up on this. I've put one side on the log because that's going to be really hot, and I've got one side on the smaller embers so that it can cook gently. And I'll just see roughly how and where we need to put it. I think in the middle somewhere will be good. Oh, here we go. More exposure to the heat. Okay, so unfortunately we had to end the vlog early because it just got way too dark, which is unfortunate, but you know, is what it is. So yeah, if you guys like this vlog, comment down below, let us know where you want to go in the future, what you'd want us to do, that kind of thing. I just want to thank Saif and AB for all their ongoing help. They always help me out with different things. As you can see, this project just looks so crisp, and that's all thanks to Saif's editing and Saif's filming and AB's filming as well. So I just want to big up them. I'll leave their Instagrams below, you can go ahead and follow them there. Well, apart from that, follow me on my socials at slice_IT on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, everything. Click the notifications. I don't know if you can see the steam coming from my mouth. It's very cold in this car right now. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Check me out, subscribe, all the rest of it. Bye.